That's right, guys. Welcome back to your Daily Gaffer. It's your boy, Mr. Wrong and Strong. Now I'm back to my old name, Continental Jess, because if you've noticed last night, the Continental Corner is back. I'm also the Daily Gaffer, so Wrong and Strong, Continental Jess, Daily Gaffer, or just my government name, Jess. Before I begin, I want to shout out Tessa on YouTube for saying that I should rename the show The Infrequent Gaffer, was it? I like that because although the show is called The Daily Gaffer, sometimes life gets lifing and I can't put it out daily. So might rename the whole segment The Infrequent Gaffer. And before I continue even further, guys, I'm getting a lot of love for this show and I really appreciate it, but we must unite, people. The machines are against us. They do not want us to succeed. Please, if you've made it this far, give us a like. We need the likes. We're hoarding the likes. And once we get enough likes, we will build a machine to battle the algorithms. And further to that, please subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. Again, we're hoarding all the notification bells, and added to the likes and the subscriptions, our machine will surely beat the machine known as the algorithm and help us, lead us to the promised land of 1 million subscribers. But we can't do it alone. Talking about not doing it alone, guys, I've changed the format of this show. So I want to involve you wonderful subscribers in the Daily Gaffer, in Armchair as a whole. So today's show will feature one of our loyal subscribers, who I'm going to call now, and we are going to talk about, I had two things on the agenda today. Oh, that's it. Ozil has retired. Mesut the Great has left us. He will no longer be playing professionally. He put out a Twitter post this morning saying that he's done, essentially, and thanked many people. I might read it out in a minute. We'll see. And we're also going to talk about the best wingers in the world. So if you guys have seen our main podcast, which came out Monday just gone, our good friend and colleague Scorcher said that Bukayo Saka isn't world class, which is up for debate. There are different metrics that people use to deem what is and isn't world class. And he said that he needs to see him do it in the Champions League, which is fair. I'm not arguing with that. But what he did say, which I'm unsure about, are the 5 players who are currently better than Bukayo Saka. And those 5 players were Lionel Messi, Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, Ousmane Dembele, and lastly, I always forget the 5th one, Angel Di Maria. So we're going to discuss this with my caller, Ozil and the 5 best wingers in the world. Here we go. I wonder if he's going to answer. People never answer when I call them first time. Look at this.
Hello?
Cameron, it's Jess from Armchair Gaffers. How's it going?
Oh, good, man. What you saying?
I'm good, brother. You are on ACG. How does it feel? Great, right?
Why? We're special. We're special.
I know, brother. I feel special that you answered the call on Instagram and agreed to come on. Today, we are going to talk about a few things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the pod we put out on Monday. Scorcher spoke about the 5 wingers that are better than Bukayo Saka currently. So we're going to go there shortly. And breaking news is that Ozil has retired. So we're going to cover that as well.
Cool.
Okay, before we continue, I need to know your allegiances.
Tottenham fan.
Oh, that bomb, you should have warned me, Lord God. Woo.
Only Tottenham family though. They're all Arsenal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, man.
I met a guy a few weeks back, and he's way older than us. And he said that back in the olden days, his dad would take him to Tottenham one week and Arsenal the next week because there was no rivalry like that back in the 60s. You supported both your local teams, but that isn't the case nowadays.
I swear them times you lot were South London team.
Not in the 70s. No. We'd in the 60s. We'd left South London a little bit before that. I'll double check it. I'll fact check it, but I'm sure by then we were in North London.
Yeah.
Anyways,
right.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. So, did you see the podcast on Monday?
You're crying out a bit, I can't lie.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
A little bit better.
Cool. Did you see the podcast on Monday?
Yes, I did.
And do you hear the 5 players that Scorcher said are currently better than Bukayo Saka?
Yeah, do you know what? I definitely agree with him. definitely agree with him. Not so, the Dembele one is, you know what I mean? That's some people, that's reasonable people that are maybe not him, but I got a few reasons why. But yeah.
Okay. Let's go through the first one. Lionel Messi. So he is better than Bukayo Saka, hands down. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. I think that on there. I think whenever you're talking about the best in the world, I think you leave out by default Messi and Ronaldo when he was in his prime. Am I fair?
100%.
Cool. So we'll put that onto to one side. Mohamed Salah versus Bukayo Saka. What are your thoughts?
I was thinking about this earlier, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Salah has over Saka isn't a lot, like when you count like all attributes and that. But the main thing is his output, innit? Like, I don't think he necessarily dribbles. Well, he definitely don't dribble better than Saka. I don't think his decision making in and out the box, like playing teammates and that, definitely not better. But his output kind of speaks for himself.
Fair enough. And he has done it over a few seasons. I think at least 3 seasons, maybe even 4 seasons of consistency.
That's it. Batted up Champions League, batted up the Prem.
Okay. Next one we're going to go for is, let's see, Riyad Mahrez versus Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, I'd say that's quite easy one, to be honest.
Oh, really?
But what I like in a winger, what I personally think's better, like, you see Mahrez, you see how he's balanced on both feet. Mm-hmm. How, like, this strike it left and right like it's nothing. His passing range ridiculous. He might just do a flip flap on you. Like, I just think he's clear.
Okay, fair enough. We won't dwell on this for too much longer. Angel Di Maria versus Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, easy. Another easy one.
Another easy one.
Boy.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. I see Tottenham fans. I see what's going on here. We went for Ousmane Dembele versus Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, I'd say Dembele's better just because he's got like a clear thing that he's like sick at, whereas Saka, he's just decent at like loads of things. Whereas Dembele, he's bait, rapid, bait gonna slap it on left or right foot, bait gonna twist you up, and yeah, done it in the Champions League as well.
Okay, cool. And the last one, I always forget this one. Bear with me 2 seconds. It was it. It was Salah, Dembele, Di Maria, Messi, and Di Maria, Dembele, Mahrez, Salah, and Messi. So you say all those are better than Saka?
Yeah, I think they're better than him. I think there's a few players there where I think Saka's going to be better because Saka's still young and he's sick. But I haven't seen at the moment. I can't say now, yeah, you're better than him.
Okay.
Like when he...
Cool. Right. So Saka isn't as good as all these players. Fair dues. I'm not here to argue about that. What I want to know is, in your opinion, what would it take, if he's not already there, to make Saka world class?
But I just think he's got to be like clearly have like a world class attribute and like be a top boy in his team, which he is, in a top boy competition, which he hasn't. Obviously, it's not his fault, but he hasn't played in yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He needs to be like like a leader, yeah, but like not even like vocally. But you see how if it's not going well, Messi would just like go win the game out of a hat and stuff like that. Like Maria, Mahrez can even do that as well. Like,
Yep. I'm with you. I mean, Arsenal fans, me included, would say that he has dragged us out of the mud on many occasions. From when he made his debut, him and Tierney, him and Smith Rowe dragged us out of the mud. And although Tierney's kind of slipped down the pecking order now, and so has Smith Rowe due to injuries, Saka has been there and ever present. I think he's had nearly 60 consecutive appearances, and Arsenal's league position right now is in a large part thanks to him. So is being that clutch, dependable player, is that not good enough? Dragging his team from no European football to the brinks of the Champions League and Premier League, is that not good enough to deem him world class, doing it in what is the best league in the world?
I mean, yeah, you've done all that so far, but for like a longer period of time, I'd like to see more like, obviously a goal's a goal, yeah, but like more lit goals. Like you see how he comes in off the right. I want to see him slap it, Gareth Bale style.
More often.
He's already kind of mastered putting in opposite corner when he's cutting in. But like I don't know. So I want to see more of that. But yeah, I think he's on the way. Like you said, he's heard you lot a bit already. But I want to see it over a longer period of time, and maybe in like big boy games. Forgive me if he hasn't, if he has, and I haven't noticed, but you know what I mean.
Fair enough. Quickly before we move on from Saka, what team doesn't he get into in the world? And what I mean by that, so any player in his position. No, in fact, yeah, look at that. What team doesn't he get into in the world?
What do you mean, as in starting 11?
Yeah.
Boy, like Man City, obviously, because I think Mahrez is better than him.
Mahrez doesn't always start for Man City.
Boy, I don't think. I think if Saka went now, I don't think he'd even. I don't know. That's my opinion. But who else?
Bayern Munich.
Yeah, they got Nabry, Sane. I reckon. I think Sane. I think he could get in there. I think he could get in Bayern.
PSG with the Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, Eminem.
Nah, not PSG. I think you can go Madrid. You know, because they've always got like these awkward winners who like aren't sick, but they still do a job. Yeah, and then wide. I think you could definitely.
Okay, the point I want to make is that we're kind of struggling to see where he wouldn't go. We've named two teams that he wouldn't fit into, like start for City and PSG, but he pretty much fits into every other team as well. So isn't that enough to deem him world class?
Well, nah, because you just said Rodrigo. Rodrigo is not world class, but he's always playing.
Okay. I forget I'm talking to a Tottenham fan here. Let me just remind myself. No, brother, it's okay. I'm not here to listen. Today, the Daily Gaffer is my chance to let the subscribers speak. You know, I give my opinion on the main pod, and this is your chance to shine, brother. I'm not here to to take the mick out of you and put down your opinion. Okay, so feel free. Yeah. Cool. We're gonna move on to before we do move on, I'm saying that Saka is world class, just in case you want to know. Before we move on to Mesut Ozil, there was a question you wanted to ask me about Scorcher and something.
Oh yeah. So it was I think when Mourinho I think it was towards the end, I remember he was saying something about getting Dembele out and just playing with Winks and stuff there. And I remember seeing that, and I was thinking, I was going to leave a comment here, but you know when you see something.
Sorry, because you broke up a bit, just to reiterate for the people that can't hear that. So this is when Scorcher said he wants Dembele out and he wants to play with Skip and Winks, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. I think that was about Dembele doing skills and that. We're trying to talk about.
Hang on a bit. Let's break up a little tiny bit. Let's try again.
Hello?
I can hear you there. That might be better.
Yeah, nah. So he was saying wanted Skip and Winks to play over him, But I'm thinking, would you not rather, have a man, I know he gets burnt out after 20, 30 minutes, but would you not rather have a man that's going to at least be driving forward the ball, be on the other team, and for like half an hour, then, I don't know, Winks and Skip.
Exactly.
Going to be doing.
Who can do nothing for half an hour, basically.
I just thought that was wild, saying him out, man. Skip and Winks.
Well, you know, sometimes fans do bleed. Scorcher is a fan first and foremost, so he is allowed his occasional bleed. My perspective as a non-Tottenham fan, don't you think that Rodrigo Bentancur is an upgrade on Ndombele?
No, I agree.
You agree, yeah?
I think you need, with Ndombele, I think you need, like, if Bentancur was there when Ndombele was there, then I think Tottenham fans would have allowed him a bit more. But,
okay. But he's only on loan right now, isn't he? So he can come back.
I'm hoping he comes back, man. Get a decent manager. So I want to see some flair. I'm like fed up of seeing Italy just moving like Tom Cleverley, bare space inwards, inside of the foot passes. Like just jarring.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to want to come back after winning Serie A and the Champions League to Tottenham.
The Champions League.
Oh yeah, no, I've said clearly and vocally that Napoli are winning the Champions League this season. They're playing the second best football in Europe. Yeah, after Arsenal, they're the best team in Europe.
I don't know. Do you know, I think Chelsea are going to get jammy, and just do a mad thing.
This is what Chelsea do. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. This is what Chelsea do. We haven't got long left. We are going to move on to the retirement of Mesut Ozil. So I'm going to first of all, let's get your opinion on Ozil. Where do you rank him amongst the game's greats? We're talking about prime Ozil here.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there. I think he shot himself in the foot coming to Arsenal though when they never had like a 30 striker.
Big facts. Big facts.
I mean, When I called it.
Yeah. I think the Arsenal thing. As an Arsenal fan, I feel like we done him a disservice. Wait, hold on. We had Van Persie, didn't we, at the start? No, we didn't.
Nah, that was
Didn't. Oh my gosh, yeah, because he came in like 2013, I think.
Yeah,
And
I remember you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a damn shame. I think all he needed was, there's two things he needed. One was Carzola, and the other one was a certain striker. If he had those two things at Arsenal, him and Arsenal would have shone a lot brighter than they did. Where do we rank him against his contemporaries? So let's say, for example, Ozil. We'll start low. Ozil versus Isco.
Oh, Isco can get out of there.
Okay, I said we're starting low, brother. Please give me a chance. Fucking hell. Okay, cool. Ozil. Wait, how old are you roughly? Oh, you're actually
26.
20, so you're a bit young. So you wouldn't know about Guti from Real Madrid?
Nah, you know what? I just see clips of that mad reverse pass to Benzema, but I'd be lying.
Yes.
I've read him and say,
yeah, fair enough. So we'll leave that one out. Okay, let's go straight in then. Ozil versus KDB. Prime Ozil.
I prefer Ozil, like his kind of styley, as like an attacking midfield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Ozil, you know.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones. It's like neither here nor there because they're both class, and it all depends as well. I mean, cool. Do it like this. If you had prime Ozil and you put him in this Man City team in place of KDB, you'd probably get more, a little tiny bit.
I agree.
Yeah, just a tiny bit more. Somehow, not sure, because KDB's output is ridiculous, even when he's having an off season. I think this season's quite an off season, quote unquote, and he's still leading the assists in the Premier League. Ozil versus Zinedine Zidane.
Nah, actually, do you know what? Yeah, like I'd be gassing. Yeah, like I didn't see. When I saw Zidane play, the only time I see him play was the head in 2006.
Yeah,
I'd be like, okay, Zidane. But like, compared to what I've seen, Zidane a different kind of pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
facts.
Off that, I'm just gonna say that it's from the smallest that I've seen.
Cool. All right. Cool. We're not going to dwell too much on Ozil because I think, regardless of who you support, it's safe to say that anyone would appreciate his talent. He passes both the eye test and the numbers test. You know, we live in the age of stats, and he passes both tests. I just feel a bit, because he's only 34 years old, and I think with his style of play, in the right loving environment, he could have played on till Luka Modric ages and beyond.
100%.
But that hasn't been the case, unfortunately. Cameron, that is it really. Today's been a short Daily Gaffer. I just wanted to go over those things. Thank you for your help, because we can't do this without people like you, and I really appreciate this. Before we go, anything else you want to ask? Anything you want to touch on? Nah, man, I'm just hoping you lot don't win, because I can't be having you lot this going mad. You hope Arsenal don't win the league?
No, I can't be having that. It'll be too much. Bare AFTV ties are on. I can't be dealing with it. You know what, brother? It's sad because Arsenal fans are, for the most part, scumbags. I can't stand them. So I know exactly what you mean. Obviously, I hope we do win the league. I need to win this league. But, I gave up on Arsenal fans back in January when they were mad at our window. They were mad at Jorginho, Trossard, and Kivior. I'm thinking, like, what the hell? Like, we've covered, we've done enough business. Like, I'm not really one for signings, so I don't care about getting loads of players in. Okay. So I believe if I was a manager in football, I think I could get a lot out of my team if they weren't that good. If I had a team full of sixes, and sevens, I think I could get more out of a team full of sixes and sevens than I could a team with a few eights and nines. I'm more team orientated and getting everyone on the same page. Exactly that. Yeah, exactly. I haven't thought about that guy. Yeah. So getting players that are just okay and getting a philosophy and an ethos and getting them playing as a team and dominating. So I'm not one that wants signings. I personally think Arsenal can not sign players for the next 2 windows. Obviously they won't, they will, and it's always good to freshen up for competition and cover, but I'm worried about having a squad that's too big and unmanageable. Nah, I think you need to at least get a few big proven names, because you don't want to, you know what I mean? I disagree, but this could be a tool. It could be a bubble match. There's probably a few players there. I didn't catch that the first bit. I was saying you want to get like proven players because there's probably some players there now that are just going through like a thick purple patch of like form.
Yeah.
Like catfish.
I know what you mean.
I think
I know you say that, but then who in the starting lineup? Because Ramsdale came in and he hit the ground running. Ben White was a Championship wonder kid. Like, he was sought after when he was on loan at Brighton in the Championship. He done his thing at Leeds. He came to Arsenal, hasn't put a foot wrong, bar that first game against Ivan Toney. We've seen that Gabriel is a Premier League level centre back. Salibas came in, hit the ground running, and last year won Liga and I think Defender of the Year or Young Player of the Year, one of those two. Zinchenko and Tierney are proven. Party proven. Xhaka, we see he can actually play football now. Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, and Trossard. These are players that aren't purple patchy players. They're just like playing at their level. So I've got to disagree on that purple patch. I think Rashford is on a mad purple patch, if you ask me.
What do you mean? Nah, Rashford's 30. You just needed to sort yourself out. You're definitely dealing with some girl that was mental.
I fully disagree. I feel like Rashford was going through the most purplest of purple patches, and I think now we're seeing that it's kind of slowed down again. And he is basically carried Man United to third in the league. Without his level of goals, United would be probably fifth, if that. But these are talks for another day. We're gonna, because my phone is gonna die. No, I got some time. No, have I got time? No, I haven't got time. We will do this another time, okay? Thank you for your call today, and we'll be in touch, brother.
All right, bless.
You have a nice day. God bless. Bye. There we have it, guys. This Armchair Gaffers, the Daily Gaffer, is the people's. I was going to call it the people's podcast. We're not really a podcast anymore. We do a podcast and we do other stuff, but this is the people's platform. So, if you enjoyed that, if you want to get your views over, please send us a DM. I'll give you a call. Get you on the Daily Gaffer, and in future I'm actually trying to get some people like in and get like a people's panel and just discuss things, because it's what we like to do. We like to give our thoughts and opinions on the beautiful game. I've been Wrong and Strong. I've also been Continental Jess. I've also been the Daily Gaffer. You guys have been great, and if you've made it this far, please join us. Let us unite against the algorithms and bring them down and reach our goal of 1 million subscribers, guys. Thank you. You've been great, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.